Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes. We back. Yes. Thank you guys for joining in to another episode of the OtisWho podcast.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Hello. I'm so excited to bring you yet another episode of our weekly podcast that covers all things interesting and thought-provoking. If you are new to our channel, make sure you to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icons to stay connected and updated with our latest episodes. And for those of you who have been following us from the beginning, thank you for your continued support. And now, without further ado, let's jump right into today's topics. And they some doozy ones. St. Louis, of course, unfortunately, has been showing their ass. But before I get started, holla at him, man.
What up, nation? Don't mind me. It's your boy Haitian.
Yep.
I'm just sitting here rolling up some tree.
Roll it up. Hey, smoke them if you got them. Check this out. St. Louis. We got to do better. Showing y'all ass this weekend. First and foremost, I would like to give my condolences to the 4 people who lost their life this weekend in a tragic car accident. I didn't really want to go into it, but unfortunately, we have to. Let me go ahead and pull that on up. Senseless. Again, there are people out there who should not be on the street. We know this, but it's hard to stop people like that.
Right.
But with people being out there like that, they are taking innocent people's lives. Before we get started, this story and all my stories, for the most part, the majority of them, not all, the majority of them comes from Voice of the People, VOTP _ news on Instagram. So please, when you get a chance, go to their Instagram, follow them, let them know that OtisWho podcast takes some of their stories and do his own commentary to let the people know what's going on. With that being said, this story is sad, man. Let's jump right into it. 4 deceased, 4 injured after overnight crashed in St. Louis. An accident involving 2 vehicles occurred at Grand and Forest Park Sunday morning around 2 a.m. According to the police, a vehicle drove off the Grand overpass, landing on Forest Park Expressway Parkway upside down. A total of 8 passengers were injured. 4 victims were pronounced deceased on the scene, and 4 additional victims suffered injuries. 2 people were listed in stable condition, 1 serious, and 1 in critical condition. Those people were transported urgently by EMS, according to the St. Louis Fire Department. At this time, the cause of the crash is unknown. Accident reconstruction is handling the ongoing investigation. Like I said, we definitely send our condolences to the families that were involved in this heinous accident. Again, I believe I think they passed a red light or something and caused the accident. And the messed up part about it, he didn't stay at the scene. He left the scene. It doesn't look like that they have. But listen, with all these cameras I'm pretty sure they're going to catch him. I hope they do. With all these cameras around, I'm hoping that they catch him. I really do.
Right.
But that's man. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. So that happened a couple of days ago, man. Over the weekend. Today is Tuesday, so that happened a couple of days ago. Now this story here, man, what happened to the days to where after you have an altercation, you're free to go home to your significant other, to go see your kids. And if you lost and got your ass kicked, at least you got a war wound. If you got a true woman, you can go home, lie, say, hey, you got a few licks in, but hey, he got, actually you could lie and tell her you won. She ain't gonna know unless somebody took the pictures of it. But if you got a true woman, she ain't going nowhere because you made it home. You made it home. The key is to make it home. I remember, I'm only 52. I remember back in the day, you could have a fight with someone and then literally pop a beer or roll up one and smoke with them, and it's forgotten.
Right after.
It's over.
Right after.
You don't have to worry about them coming back.
Right.
To retaliate.
Right.
But I digress. Let's get to this story. This here. This man, okay, the title, suspect arrested after shooting and killing man in downtown St. Louis. The St. Louis City Police have arrested a man who shot a man in broad daylight as he sat on a curb in downtown. A brief description is listed below. I believe they called him. Yeah, they called him. Okay, now let's read this. Officers responded to a call for a shooting and located the victim lying on the sidewalk, suffering from a gunshot wound to his head. Investigative authorities state the victim was involved in a fight with the suspect at a nearby Shell gas station, which occurred shortly before the shooting. The suspect fled the shooting scene on foot. At approximately 2:40 p.m., an officer on patrol observed the suspect in the area and notified the other patrol, who responded and observed the suspect entering the library on Olive Street. The suspect was taken into custody without incident. A firearm and shell casing were recovered from the suspect. The homicide division is handling the ongoing investigation. Now, they had an altercation at a gas station. I don't know what transpired, but he felt the need to go up and shoot this man. And look what you see, the gun in his hand.
His hand, right.
He's cocking it. Wow.
And the man ain't even paying him no mind.
And after he cocks, man, now if you go to the next picture, he cocks it, and now he's got it pointing at the man. The man just chilling, sitting on the curb.
Yeah.
He's just sitting on the curb.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
and if you see his picture.
Yeah.
Man. So you mean to tell me people that you can't have a disagreement with someone and it even might get physical, and you mean to tell me you can't take a ass whooping? You got to go and get your gun?
Yeah. It's because they weak. It's because they weak.
Now, I don't even, okay. Moving on. Sad to say. Moving on. Well, they called him. Hold on. Let me look at, hold on.
Yeah.
Look at this dude, man.
He going home?
So he got his ass kicked. Hold on. He got his ass whooped.
And he probably
found the man. He found the man sitting on the curb, by just chilling. Found the man.
Right.
He pulled the guns out, put it to his head, Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Raising cowards.
man.
Raising cowards.
It's in the milk. It's in that damn formulated Similac.
Right.
It's in that damn fentanyl that he on, because he on something.
Right.
He on something.
Right.
Oh, he on something.
It ain't weed making him do it.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, unfortunately, let's get this one last story in. I just wanted to do 2 quick stories real quick, because trust me, I can stay on St. Louis the way we showing our ass I got content for days, but man, okay.
Right.
Now, this one here is really scary. Let's get to this one. Where is it? Okay, now, I'm going to talk about this one because this one here is where my wife and I, we frequent this place. Now, it's a rumor going around before I get to this story that the situation was an accident. What I'm referring to is Chris on the Docket. Chris on the Docket is a nice establishment located downtown St. Louis. They have a nice, you go in and eat a nice breakfast. I believe they close around like 2 or 3 o'clock. You can just go eat breakfast and lunch. Nice place. The food is nice. Directly across the street from the courthouse, police frequent up the street in the area on the regular occasion. Yes, there are a lot of transients in the area, but the police frequent the area a lot. But This is what happened at the place that my wife and I frequent. And I was reluctant to share this story with my wife because, as you know, my wife, she doesn't want to go back now, which I understand, but this is ridiculous. We have received reports of a shooting in downtown St. Louis. We have been led to believe that a person was shot inside Chris at the Docket, located at Chestnut and Tucker. Currently, we do not have details such as if the person was male or female, age, or what led up to the incident. As we gather more information, we will update you. Now, have you heard about this story?
No,
this hasn't made the news. This took place 3 days ago. This hasn't made the news. And the rumor that I heard, and it's leading me to believe that it is true, and again, all this is alleged. This allegedly took place because he or she accidentally shot himself in the leg with a weapon.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That's right there being said, that's ridiculous in itself. It could happen. That's a whole nother discussion, a whole nother podcast. But those are for those who, keep one in the chamber. I get it. I understand the reasons for doing it. Me personally, I do on certain situations. I don't leave around in the chamber all the time. It all depends on not giving any secrets or trademarks. We all have our own reasons and rhyme or methods behind it. Depending on the area that I'm in, where I'm going, where I'm located at the time, is when I dictate on having a round in the chamber. Yeah. Some people have it in there 24/7. Some don't have it in there at all. To each his own.
Right.
I get there. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If you have it in the chamber all the time, it all depends on what type of weapon it is and what type of holster, if you even carry a holster, you're going to have that type of issue, shooting yourself.
Right.
So I just thought I'd share this story with you. I don't know if that's going to make it better for my wife wanting to go back or not, but hey, nonetheless, that's his story, and he's sticking to it, allegedly.
Can't be mad at him.
Hey, but listen, with all that being said, St. Louis, seriously, we have to do better. The crime rate is high. I'm pretty sure if we trace it and track it, we're definitely above our pace from this time as of last year. Right. And we're already just now entering into the last part of the first quarter. The last part of the first quarter, which is, of course, there's 4 quarters in a year. Each 3 months is a quarter. We're about to enter that third month, which is March,
Right.
which is that latter part of that first quarter.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure we are surpassed the murders
Oh yeah.
that we had at this time last year.
Oh, yeah.
If not for the
Yeah.
last 2
Oh, we
years,
close to it.
which is scary. I'm pretty sure we surpassed
Oh,
it.
we close to it.
That's nothing to brag about. Nothing to brag
No.
about.
Oh, no.
None whatsoever. But I'm pretty sure we have ignorant people out there who's bragging about it.
Right.
And that's why people, I'm not going to go there. With that being said, hey, I'm not going to even go there. No. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the OtisWho podcast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you did, please make sure you hit the like button and to leave a comment below. Your support means a whole lot to us, and it helps us reach even more listeners. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you never miss an episode. And one's coming up real soon. Until next time, stay curious and always keep exploring the world.
OtisWho.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.